In the mountain village of Grande Strisciali, Sardinia, men don't just age, they outlive the rules. Picture this, a 104-year-old couple, still walking hills, still holding hands, still laughing like it's 1952. This isn't one lucky pair, it's a pattern. In Sardinia's blue zone, men reach 100 at a rate 10 times higher than in the US. That's not a myth, it's been studied, verified, and published by National Geographic and researcher Dan Buettner. Let's break it down. Average life expectancy for Sardinian men, 81 years. Average life expectancy for American men, 73 years. And in Villa Grande, 104 isn't rare, it's normal. Now ask yourself, how are these shepherds, farmers, and winemakers, many with no gym, no supplements, and no health trackers, outliving men in the richest country on earth? It's not about being lucky. It's not about being Italian. It's about what they do every single day. And here's the best part. You can do it too. Even if you live in New York, Texas, or Nebraska, you don't need a vineyard. You don't need perfect genes. You just need to know the blueprint. In this video, we'll explore Sardinia's daily longevity habits, from a powerful antioxidant-rich wine to simple meals and social rituals that science says extend life. If you're over 60, this isn't just entertainment. This is your invitation to live longer, better, stronger. Hit like, comment your age, and let's begin. Part 1. Why Sardinian men break the rules of aging. When most people think of long life, they picture grandmas knitting or sipping tea. But in Sardinia's blue zone, the record belongs to grandpas. In Villa Grande Strisciali, a rugged village tucked into Sardinia's highlands, something incredible happens. Men live as long as women, sometimes longer. That goes against every global trend. In nearly every country, from Japan to Sweden to the US, women outlive men by 5 to 7 years on average. But not here. In Villa Grande, the number of male centenarians matches, even surpasses females. That's statistically unheard of. So what makes these men different? They're not wealthy. They don't have gym memberships. Many worked hard manual labor their whole lives, farming, herding, building. Yet into their 90s and beyond, they walk uphill daily, drink local red wine, grow their own vegetables, cook meals from scratch, gather every day with family and neighbors, laugh, talk, move. Their life isn't easier, it's simpler. According to research from Dan Buettner and the Blue Zones team, Sardinian centenarians eat mostly plants. They move every 20 minutes without thinking about it. And they rarely eat alone. One 102-year-old man told researchers, "We don't count steps, we visit friends on foot." That matters more than you think. A 2023 study from the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine showed just 8,000 steps a day, even without intense workouts, can lower mortality risk by 40%. Sardinian men don't aim to live long. They aim to live well, and that's what keeps them alive. And here's the secret most Americans miss. It's not about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. So let's start with their most surprising habit. One that might sound too good to be true. They drink wine daily, but not just any wine. Coming up next, the wine they drink and why it's totally different from what's in your local supermarket. Part 2, this wine keeps their hearts beating strong at 104. Let's talk about the wine. In Sardinia's blue zone, wine isn't a luxury. It's a daily ritual. Men in their 80s, 90s, even 100s drink a glass with lunch or dinner. Sometimes both. But here's what's fascinating. It's not just wine, it's Cannonau. Cannonau is a dark red wine native to Sardinia, and it's completely different from what most Americans drink. In lab tests, Cannonau has up to 3 times more flavonoids than ordinary red wine. These are powerful plant compounds that protect your blood vessels and reduce inflammation. Let's break that down. Flavonoids equals natural shields for your heart. They improve circulation, lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and even relax blood vessels, reducing blood pressure. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that diets rich in flavonoids can reduce cardiovascular mortality by up to 37%. And here's the kicker. Most Sardinian men don't take heart meds. They don't use supplements. But their arteries stay remarkably young well into old age. One American cardiologist who visited Villa Grande Strisciali said, "I've never seen 90-year-old men with blood pressure like this. It's textbook perfect." So what's going on? Scientists believe it's a synergy of three things. One, cannonau's flavonoids, daily walking on hills, which pumps oxygen through their system, and low-stress meals shared with others. No eating alone in silence. In Sardinia, wine is always taken with food. Usually home-cooked, usually plants, beans, or bread. No one drinks to escape. They drink to connect. Many of these men grow their own grapes, or know someone who does. They walk to their neighbor's vineyard. They ferment wine in small barrels. No preservatives, no additives. Compare that to mass-produced wine in the US, which often contains added sugars, sulfites, industrial yeasts, high alcohol levels. That's a completely different product. So let's be clear. The secret isn't drink more wine. The secret is drink the right kind in the right way with the right people. One 103-year-old man in Sardinia said, "We drink wine, we laugh, we eat slow, and we walk. That is all." That simple habit may be doing more for heart health than most pills. Coming up next, you don't need to move to Sardinia to benefit. In the next part, we'll show you how to apply the Sardinian lifestyle right from your American kitchen and community. Part 3, how to live like a Sardinian without leaving the US. You don't need to move to a mountain village in Italy to live longer. You just need to copy the things that matter. Here's how. 1. Eat like a shepherd, not a king. Sardinian men don't eat fancy food. They eat basic, earthy meals that fuel their day and protect their heart. Their top 3 staples: sourdough bread, made from just flour, water, and wild yeast. Fava beans and chickpeas, rich in plant protein and fiber. Pecorino cheese, a raw sheep's milk cheese with heart-healthy omega-3s. That's right, real cheese that comes from sheep grazing on wild herbs, not the kind wrapped in plastic at Walmart. You already move in America? Buy bread from a local bakery. Look for sourdough starter and no additives. Swap your deli meats for roasted chickpeas or white bean dip. Try imported Pecorino Romano. It's in most stores now. Even just doing 2 out of 3 can shift your gut health and inflammation markers. 2. Turn wine into a ritual, not an escape. As we covered in part 2, it's not about drinking more. It's about drinking better. A glass of dry red wine, preferably with high flavonoids. Taken with food, slowly. With people you love, not alone at a screen. Tip, look for cannonau, sometimes labeled as Grenache from Sardinia, online or in Italian wine shops. Or opt for organic Pinot Noir with no added sugar or sulfites. 3. Walk hills, not treadmills. Sardinian villages are built into steep mountain terrain. Men in their 90s still climb hills daily to visit friends, check goats, or pick herbs. The incline adds natural resistance, boosts circulation, and strengthens joints. In America, choose stairs over elevators. Walk around your neighborhood after meals. Or visit parks with trails that go up and down, not just flat. Even 20 minutes a day of incline walking reduces Alzheimer's risk by up to 30%. Mayo Clinic study. 4. Surround yourself with a tribe. Loneliness shortens life. But Sardinians? They're always surrounded by family, neighbors, and old friends. They check on each other. They eat together. They share worries and joys every single day. One Sardinian man, 101, said, "I don't fear death because I'm never alone." Your version? Join a walking group or church circle. Call an old friend every week. Host a simple Sunday soup night for family, just like they do in the mountains. Recap time. Want to live to 100 plus like Sardinian men? Here's your 4-step formula. 1. Eat slow carbs plus beans plus real cheese. 2. Drink red wine with company, not stress. Walk hilly paths daily and build a tight, loving circle around you. No pills, no gyms, no magic, just rhythm. simplicity, connection. Routine and safety. The Sardinian morning blueprint. Want to build a Sardinian-inspired lifestyle in America? Here's a simple daily routine based on what real centenarians do. Morning 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock a.m. Wake up without an alarm. Walk outside and greet the sunrise, barefoot if possible. Eat a light breakfast. Sourdough toast plus beans plus herbs plus tea. Bonus, get 10 minutes of sunlight. Boost melatonin for better sleep. Midday, 10 and 12, 2 p.m. Do light movement, house chores, gardening, or hill walk. Eat main meal with family. Vegetables, legumes, pecorino cheese, red wine. One small glass with food, it equals lower cortisol, better heart health. Evening, 4 o'clock to 7 p.m. Visit neighbors or call someone you miss. Stretch your legs. 15-minute walk after dinner. Write one thing you're grateful for in a notebook. Sleep early, no screens before bed. One Sardinian elder put it best. Live light, eat slow, laugh often, and go to sleep like the goats. At peace, safety note for American seniors. If you're over 60 and have joint or balance issues, talk to your doctor before doing the steep hill walks. Red wine is optional. Skip it if you're on blood thinners or liver meds. Pecorino is better tolerated than cow cheese, but always check for dairy sensitivities. You don't have to copy everything. Just start small, pick 2 habits, and keep them for 30 days. We met the world's oldest shepherds. Now it's your turn to herd your health. If this video gave you hope, share it with someone you want to grow old with. And don't forget, tell us in the comments, how old do you want to live to? And what's one Sardinian habit you'll try? Subscribe for more Blue Zones, ancient tips, and modern health hacks. We post every Tuesday and Friday because your future deserves more than just luck.